Sauron didn't conquer Númenor with armies. He walked off a ship in chains, and within years had its king on his knees. This isn't just a story about an ancient island sinking into the sea. It's a warning about how even the greatest of us can fall when we mistake gifts for entitlements, when we trade reverence for control, and when we let pride dress itself up as progress. Númenor was the height of human civilization, a gift from the Valar to the Edain. Long life, vast knowledge, beauty, power. And for a time, the Númenorians honored the giver. But as the years passed, gratitude soured into entitlement. Why should death be their fate when the elves live forever? Why should they obey laws set by someone else? Then came Sauron. He didn't need to conquer. He just needed to tell them what they already wanted to believe. That death was a punishment. That limits were oppression. That worshipping the darkness wasn't wicked. It was freedom. He told them that Melkor, the first Dark Lord, could give them the immortality the Valar denied them. And so they built a temple. They cut down the white tree. They burned the innocent, all of it, in a pursuit of a lie. And they called it wisdom. We look back and think, how could they fall for that? But are we really so different? We live in an age of endless progress. Technology accelerates, comfort expands, control over our lives feels closer than ever. But with every advancement, question hides underneath. Are we still shaping the tools, or are the tools reshaping us? Sauron never forced them to worship him. He gave them a story that sanctified their pride, and we too are surrounded by stories like that. We're told that anything that limits us is wrong, that discipline is outdated, that desire justifies action, that if something makes us feel powerful, it must be true. That's how evil works. It doesn't come fanged and fiery. It comes reasonable, logical, appealing. It gives you permission to take, to twist, to justify. And like Númenor, we start making quiet trades. A little compromise here, a little self-deception there. We ignore the rot because we like the fruit. Until one day we look up and realize we've burned the very thing that once gave us light. And when the sea finally rose, when the sky broke open and Númenor was swallowed, it wasn't judgment out of nowhere. It was the final consequence of 100 choices made in the name of progress. This isn't a simple mythology. This is a mirror. And if we're honest, we're standing in that reflection. So before we call Númenor foolish, before we scoff at their blindness, we need to ask, what are we cutting down right now, thinking that it's progress?